In this video, we'll see what kind of equations have infinitely many solutions. It means the equation can have lots of solutions. This is something that is newer to us. Most of the equations that we solved in the past have only one solution. We solve the problem, we find the answer, we check the answer, and it was only one. This time, there are certain equations that can have infinite many solutions, that it's so many. All of the numbers that you can think of can be solutions for that equation. What kind of equations are those? Left side equals right side. They are completely identical on the left and on the right, or true statement at the end of solving. So if I think of my balance, left side equals right side. If I put a problem like this, x equals x, that means that the value on the left is the value on the right. So let's say I put instead of x 1. 1 equals 1. That's a balance because it's the same variable. Same, left side equals right side. Or if I say 3 equals 3, 4 equals 4, 5 equals 5. So the x can be any value. Any value you can think of, the same will be on the other side. Same thing, let's go with 3x and 3x. That means whatever is on this side equals this side. So the x can be 1, then 1 times 3 is 3, 1 times 3 is 3. So it will be 3 on each side. What if x is 2? Then 2 times 3 is 6, and then 2 times 3 here, if x is 2, is 6. 6 will equal 6. That will be a true statement. What if I plug in instead of x 4? 4, 4. 4 times 3, 12. 12 equals 12. That works. What if I plug in instead of x 5? 5, 5 times 3 is 15. 15, 15. That works. True statement at the end. So if you have a variable term and it equals exact same variable term, that equation has infinitely many solutions because any number in the variable by being replaced will equal the same number. That type of equation can look like this. 2b equal 2b. Any b multiplied by 2 will equal the same b multiplied by 2. That is absolutely identical. Left side equal right side. Same constant equals same constant. So in the equation, let's say 5 equals 5. That's a true statement. So no matter what the variable is not even there. So x can be 8, and nobody cares about that x because it's not even part of the equation. But this equation shows true statement, so the value of the variable doesn't matter because it's not even present in this equation. So true statement, infinitely many solutions. You'll see how that works a little bit later. Same variable on both sides, added or subtracted with the same constant on both sides. What that means is, let's say I have 3x and I put here plus 2 and here plus 2. So the same variable term plus the same constant. 3x plus 2 on both sides, left equals right. X can be any number because let's say x equals 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 is 5, and that will be 5 on each side. If I plug in instead of x 2, 2 times 3 6 plus 2 8, that will be 8 on each side. If I plug in instead of x 4 times 3 12 plus 2 14, that will be 14 on each side. So any value of x being plugged in the equation makes a true statement. So that could be like, let's say, x plus 4 equals x plus 4. So no matter for what x, if you add 4 to the same x on both sides, you can put infinitely many x values in there and you'll always have a true balance. Infinitely many solutions. What does that mean if I have true statement at the end? So let's say I have an equation and I'm trying to solve it. So the equation is x equals x. In other words, 1 can equal 1, 2 can equal 2, 10 can equal 10, 1,000 can equal 1,000. Any number for x equals the same value of x. x. So this equation has infinitely many solutions. But if I was to use the steps and put the variables on one side and constants on the other, and I try to remove x from both sides, what happens is 1x minus 1x will be 0, and then 1x minus 1x will be 0. 0 will equal 0, and that is a true statement. True statement at the end means that you have infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions means that any x value in the original equation will make a true statement, because any x value, let's say 7, will be equal 7. 9 will equal 9. Any x value. So infinite means any solution works, because it will always make a true statement. In this situation, I have 2x plus 3 equals 2x plus 3. Identical. Left side equals right side. No matter what the x is, the 2 multiplied times that x and added with the 3 will always equal the same on left and on right. Let's say 2x plus 1. Let's say 2x instead of x is 1. That will be 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 on each side. Instead of x, we can plug in 2. 2 times 2 will be 4, plus 3, 7 on each side. If I solve, I like to have variables on this side and then constant on this side. So I'm going to remove the constant, trying to remove it from the left, and have 2x equals 2x, and then 3 minus 3 is 0. Plus or minus 0, doesn't matter, so plus or minus, you can put the sign 0. Then if I try to remove the variable term from the constant side using the inverse operation, I have 2 minus 2, which is again 0. 0 equals 0. That is a true statement. True statement with the variable not in there, because it got canceled out, results to the answer infinitely many solutions. What does that mean? In the original equation, left side equals right side. So whatever number that you plug in instead of x, multiply by 2, add the 3, will still be complete balance. The left side will still equal right side. If you try to solve, 0 equals 0 is going to be a true statement. Let's try on more. 8 is positive. That is my constant term. Negative 3y. In this negative 3y plus 8 right side, we have the exact same terms, just in the reversed order. So negative 3y plus 8, negative 3y plus 8. Left side is completely identical to the right side. Left side, right side are completely identical. It means no matter what the y will be, you can substitute any number, multiply by negative 3, add the 8, or on this side, any number, multiply by negative 3, and still add the 8. They're exact same. If I solve it, I would remove the 8 from this side, let's say, and I have to do the same operation on the other side. So subtract 8 from both sides. Bring down the negative 3y, and here will be negative 3y. Now plus 0, because it is negative 8 plus 8. Negative 3y and negative 3y are identical on both sides of the equation. If they are exactly the same, and I remove it from one side, it will just automatically be removed from the other, because if we have identical statement on left and right, and we're doing identical operation on left and right, we're going to get same elimination. Negative 3 plus 3 will be 0, and then negative 3 plus 3 will be 0. 0 equals 0, eliminates all the terms. that results to our answer that any value of y will make a true statement in this equation because both sides of the equation are in complete balance. Any y value will work. Any means infinitely many.